That was so fun. And we are joined today on The Gist by Michaela, Glafke and Caitie Beardmore from Nun and Nunner. Thanks for being with us, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me a little bit about Nun and Nunner. Who are you? How'd you get inspired? Just tell me about it.
Well, we've been best friends for a long time, and our friendship is pretty quirky and songy. I actually was the maid of honor at her wedding and sang my speech. You can see it on YouTube. And so it just kind of was a natural progression of our friendship.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
What inspired you to want to sort of reach out to other people with this?
Well, we started with a youth group.
And we started out being older nuns singing with a lot of vibrato, and the kids seemed to respond really well to it. Our first few skits were actually really bad. One of them we just lip synced to a sister act, and I think the kids, they were like,
but it's not well received.
But it's developed over time, and then we've gotten good feedback, and I think we just kind of realized as youth leaders that this is something that we enjoy doing, and we felt like we can deliver too. So.
What are you talking about when you go out? And it's mostly to young people. Is that who you're targeting, or just kind of?
Now it's kind of everybody.
Okay.
It started just as young people, but little by little somebody would say, hey, you know, we have a mom's group. Will you come and do? So we do a mom's group, and then somebody said, hey, we've got a fundraiser. Would you auction off? So we would auction. So it just kind of grew to a lot of different things, and so people kind of give us their, you know, whatever their conference is on or whatever, and then we just kind of write based on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so important to draw people into the faith in this way? I mean, you kind of do a fun, lighthearted, but there's real substance to it as well. So, you know, why is this worth your time and energy? I mean, it's awesome for sure. People love it.
I think we're inspired by different saints. Saint Philip Neri, we've talked about him. People who take, you know, again, like you said, take the faith seriously, but also just bring some joy and levity to it, because that's what we think it's all about.
Yeah,
really.
and we definitely need it. I think a lot of people have an idea of the faith, religion, especially the Catholic faith, that it's all these rules. And we just look at it so differently. It's so much joy and beauty and gifts. And there is humor in getting to live through holiness and find holiness and grow in holiness. So we just like focusing on that, and
Yeah, I think the mystical body has a pinky toe.
Yeah.
Like maybe we're the pinky toe, the funny, you know, the armpit of the mystical body.
We all have a part to play. And if you get to be your pinky toe, that's pretty awesome. I do think it's important for our young people to see faith alive in this kind of way, that it is, like you're saying, it's there's so much more to it than just, you know, this cookie cutter fashion. So you bring a lot of joy to that as well.
Well, we really, it's joyous to do. You know, we love doing it. We have a lot of fun. And when I was in high school, I craved that. And that's why I became a youth minister, and I love spreading that, and we love doing that together and as friends.
Yeah. What do you think makes it special about being nuns? Air quotes here, but you know, it does kind of take it to the next level. Why do you think that is?
Who doesn't love a nun? We were talking to this photographer actually at a wedding toast that we gave to one of our youths, and the photographer was saying that I guess like the top 3 things you can like photograph and people get really excited about are puppies, kittens, and nuns.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we can kind of get away with saying things that, you know, maybe a little, not racy, but, you know, just a little fun as nuns. And there is something just joyful about it. Yeah.
Well, you guys do a great job. Any words of wisdom for people who are trying to find a way to, you know, share their faith in a radical but inspiring way?
Well, you know, it's been so interesting how this has picked up. We've never marketed ourselves. We've never done, you know, anything like that. And God just has used our gifts in a very natural way. And so I would say, you know, forcing it or something, I would say a lot of prayer and just using the gifts that God gives you.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid. Such important words of wisdom. Thank y'all for being you and for being willing to share that with people. It's so fun to watch.
Well, same to you, Rachel. And again, we are big fans.
Thank you. Well, we're so glad you guys are on The Gist. We'll be back.